Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace Isaac, and I just want to welcome every one of you back to this channel. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you would like, please click the subscribe button right now, and join this family. It's a beautiful place here, and you would be learning a lot. And if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. So today, guys, I will be bringing something, a little different. Well, still in the marriage series, and I'll be bringing it to you and talking about, just my own personal experiences and the things that I have gone through in my about 4 years now of marriage. So today's topic, sorry, I probably will be touching my hair a lot. I like it. I don't know, what do you think? Yeah. So guys, straight to it. So today's topic, I just want to talk about I guess expectations in marriage when we get married, or in relationships generally, and the expectations that we set for our spouse, either knowingly or unknowingly or intentionally, and you just set these expectations and you set these bars and you believe this is the way your spouse should behave, or these are the things that you want in a man or the things you want in a woman. And I just want to talk from my own experiences and the things that I did and the lessons that I learned so far. So one of the things that has happened to me in the course of my marriage, especially early in my marriage journey, is that I had these high expectations. I had these things that I wanted my husband to do, and the kind of man that I wanted him to be. And along the line, I realized that so many times when we have problem in the sense that when we have our misunderstandings, sometimes I would say I am the cause of the misunderstandings, and I will explain to you the reason why I think I am the cause of the misunderstandings. So a little not to dive into anything serious about me, I kind of grew up, I grew up in a not so ideal marriage relationship. Ideal in the sense that in my own way, I felt like my parents' marriage was not my dream marriage, if you know what I'm talking about. And that is what I meant by not so ideal. So my parents' marriage is not my dream marriage, is not my dream relationship, or it's not my own couple's goal. Does that mean they don't have their good times? Oh yeah, of course they had their good times. There were so many things my mom did and my dad did in the marriage that I saw and I really like, and I'm like, oh, I will do this when I got married. But there were also a lot of stuff that happened that I'm like, no, I don't want this in my kind of man. I don't want to be like this kind of woman. I don't want that. So even though I was young and I didn't have a lot of understanding about marriage, watching my parents' marriage and watching a whole lot of marriages around me kind of opened my mind to, no, these are the things I will not take in marriage. So that being said, I took those things from my childhood and I brought it into my marriage. Even then, before I got into a relationship or whatever, I already had my list of the things that my husband cannot do. I had my list of, oh, these are the things that so person is doing, or these are the things that my dad is doing to my mom that I don't like. If I see this in my husband, immediately we have to correct it and all that. But you don't want to go into a relationship with that kind of mentality, because it's like you're going and you have all this baggage that you're carrying along, and you're giving the man or the woman a lot of work to do. And they have their own life too. They have their own upbringing and everything. And you're going into marriage with that kind of mindset, with that kind of baggage that, oh, you have to be this, you have to be that. Example, my love language is quality time and physical touch. Yes. And I am this kind of person that, as much as people think I'm an extrovert, I am an introvert. But I am only an extroverted person when I'm among the people that I am used to. When I'm among my own people, then you will see like the entire grace, like the funny grace, the serious grace, the whatever grace. But then when I'm in my own space, I can be quiet. I can be indoor for 1 week. You won't even see me step outside of the door. I am that kind of person. So then when I got married, because physical touch, quality time, yes, and I am very indoor. I don't go out. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't do that. So I expected my husband to be my everything. He will be my friend. He will be my this. He will be my that. So then, especially when I got pregnant with our first child, and he would go to work, I was home. You go to work in the morning, maybe like 7 a.m., come back home like 6 p.m. He's already tired from work. I have been home since morning. I am all by myself in the house. Even though, yes, I am a homebody or whatever, but I missed him. I wanted him to come home and have my time and do this and do that and let us spend more time together and all that before we go to bed. But, by the time he's back, I don't know, he probably had a long day, whatever happened at work, he's tired, he just wants to come home, eat, and maybe relax a little bit. So we don't have enough time between when he returns dinner time and when we go to bed. And usually our dinner time is between 5:30 and 6:30. Anytime after 6:30, we're done with dinner. So we don't have enough time between when we go to bed to say, oh yeah, let's sit, let's do it. And some days he will do it. Some days he's not doing it. So I was like, oh, why can't you do this? Oh, why can't you do that? Hey, I've been home since morning and you don't have my time. You don't do it. And then we'll fight and argue and argue and argue. But then over time, I started realizing that, wait, this man will do this, you will complain. He will do that, you will complain. You have brought in this mentality of, oh, I don't like the way my dad would just leave my mom and get out of the house. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Oh, I want you to be this. Oh, when he talks a certain way, sometimes I'm already thinking in my head, oh, that is how my dad used to talk to my mom. I don't like that kind of tone. But then, does that mean that things cannot change or he cannot adjust? Yes. He can adjust and he can change. But what I'm saying is, you don't put such burden on a person. If you put such burden on someone and you come with such expectation that you have to meet all my standard, or you have to meet the particular standard of who my ideal husband is or who my ideal wife is, then you would have a whole lot of trouble in your marriage, especially early in the marriage. You have troubles, and another thing we need to learn is that men are different. The way they talk, the way they respond to stuff, it's way different from how women handle stuff and how we talk and how we relate with people. So you have to keep that in mind when you are in a relationship or going into a relationship. I know that, yes, if you have anything, any trauma, any whatsoever, it doesn't even have to be trauma, everything that has disturbed you, it is something that you need to work on. Your spouse is not the person that would complete you in marriage. You are supposed to complement each other. You're supposed to come into a relationship a complete person, and that the other person is supposed to come in a complete person, and you complement each other, and not that you're waiting or looking for somebody to fix the baggage and to fix the holes, the odds and everything you brought from your home world and you brought into the marriage. Marriage doesn't work like that. It takes commitment. It takes sacrifice. It takes letting go. It takes overlooking. It takes forgiving again, and again. And it takes the willingness to work and to improve, the willingness to be better. It takes the willingness to know that, yes, I am not perfect. Even when you think you're giving your everything, you have to be able to have it at the back of your mind that, you know what, I can do more. I can do more, and I want to do more. I want this to work. And when two people with that kind of mentality, when they come together, they will make a perfect home and a beautiful home. Thankfully now, I'm enjoying my marriage, and that is the truth. I am enjoying my marriage because even though I had those issues early on in the marriage when I would complain and I would talk and I would do this, but I was also mentally alert. I made sure that every time my husband says, oh yeah, babe, this is what you did that I don't like or whatever, I paid attention to him. Sometimes I would tell him, oh no, that is not how it is, or I will argue my way out or whatever. But I'm also the kind of person that when you talk to me and I tell you no, it's a lie. When I go back and I leave you, everything you say is ringing in my head. So it will always come back to me, and I try my best to, calm down and see what I can improve on and what I can do to be better. Because one thing I told myself before getting married is that I would do anything to keep my home. Trust me, this is a story for another day. And my anything meant anything. There was a time I told myself, if I have to go to catering school to learn to cook for my husband, I would go to catering school just because I want to cook good food for my husband. Like I said, that is a story for another day. But I'm just saying this to tell you that when you have the right mindset and you go into a relationship, into a marriage with the right mindset, not trying to overburden your spouse or the other person, then the two of you will be able to work together. And I'm not talking about you now. I mean, when two people come together with the right mindset and they come into a marriage with a willingness to work, with the willingness to sacrifice, with the willingness to pour into each other, and not there definitely there will be times you will slack, But then when you slack, you pick yourself back up and you grow. You want to grow, you want to learn, you want to be better, you want to do everything possible in your power to make it work. Then marriage will be it can be a really, really beautiful place. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to me. And if there are any expectations that you had in your mind, or if there were anything you wanted from your spouse, and you got into marriage and you saw that, oh no, this cannot work, or it cannot work this way, sure, I would like for us to have a conversation in the comment section. So I want to know your thoughts and what you think. And I'll be bringing stuff like this back because there were a lot of stuff that I did early on in my marriage, and I would love to share with the world, because now I have learned, I have understood more, and I have seen more. And I think it is things that people need to talk about. You have to, especially when you have people around you that are not married yet and they are willing to know, or they want to know, hey, what have you done to make your marriage work, or what are you doing right now? Why not share with them? And let us all learn and let us grow together. What's the benefit of you having a good marriage and your neighbor's marriage is not going well if you cannot help, or if you cannot tell them what you've learned, all the good things that you're doing that is helping your marriage work? So what's the benefit of that? We have to be our neighbor's keeper, right? That is what the Bible says. So thank you guys once again. I do appreciate you all. Once again, click that subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye for now, guys.